Hey Cosmic Explorers, welcome back to Cosmic Sandcastles, where we explore the universe one grain of sand at a time. I know, it's been a hot minute since my last video. Life threw some curveballs at me, but hey, I'm back and I'm super excited to share some awesome stuff with you. So, today we're launching a fresh new series called What's Up This Month. Think of me as your personal celestial tour guide. We're going to dive into all the cosmic events that you won't want to miss for October 2023. So grab your telescopes, grab your cameras, let's get this cosmic party started. My name is Scott, and you're watching Cosmic Sandcastles. Alright, first on our list is the new moon happening on October 14th. Now, if you're new to this whole stargazing thing, you might be wondering, why should I care about the moon when I can't even see it? Well, let me break it down for you. The new moon occurs when the moon is smack dab in between the Earth and the sun. So, the moon that's all lit up, yeah, that's away from us. So, which means that we're left with a sky that's darker than my morning coffee. And why is that awesome? Because a dark sky is like a blank canvas for astrophotographers. It's a perfect backdrop for capturing all kinds of celestial objects, especially emission nebula. So if you're planning a night under the stars, these are the nights that you're hoping won't be cloudy. Now, speaking of the new moon, this one's got a little extra spice to it. We're talking about a solar eclipse happening on the same day. How cool is that? So you're probably thinking, a solar eclipse on the same day as the new moon? What kind of cosmic jackpot did we just hit? Well, you're not wrong. It's a pretty big deal. A solar eclipse happens when the moon gets right in between the Earth and the sun, casting its shadow onto us. This isn't just any solar eclipse. This is the annual solar eclipse. This means that the moon is a bit further away in its orbit. So it doesn't completely cover the sun. Instead, we get this insane ring of a fire effect, which is just mind-blowing. Now, before you get too excited, this eclipse is playing favorites. It's going to be visible in the USA, Mexico, and a bunch of countries in South America. So if you're in those areas, consider yourself lucky and don't miss it. And hey, if you're planning to photograph this event, make sure you got the right solar filters for your camera. Trust me, you don't want to fry your sensor, or worse, your eyes. So, you've marked your calendar, October 14th, on your calendar, right? Good, because we're not done. With October's cosmic lineup, next up, we've got Jupiter and Venus making a grand appearance. Let's talk Jupiter first. This gas giant is not one to shy away from the spotlight. You could catch it in the early morning sky, and it's so bright you'd think it is a shining star. But hold on, that title's already taken. Entering Venus, the real morning star. This planet is so bright, people often mistake it for a star. I mean, you can't blame them. Venus is the third brightest object in the sky, right after the sun and the moon. So if you're up early and you see something super bright in the west, chances are it's Venus, or probably one of those new UFOs the government's shooting out. Now, you might be wondering, why are these planets visible in the morning? Well, it's all about their position relative to the sun. Both Jupiter and Venus are reaching a point in their orbits where they are visible just before the sunrise. So, if you're an early riser or pulling an all-nighter, either way, you're in for a treat. And hey, if you got a telescope, you can even catch some of Jupiter's moons. As for Venus, you'll see it go through phases, just like our moon, which is pretty darn cool if you ask me. Alright, so we've talked about the new moon, the solar eclipse, Jupiter, Venus. You'd think the universe would just give it a rest, but nope, there's more awesomeness to cover. Okay folks, fasten your seatbelts, because next up is a celestial event that's literally out of this world. I'm talking about the Orionids Meteor Shower, peaking on the night of October 21st to the 22nd. Now you might be thinking, meteors? Like shooting stars? Yep, exactly. Except these aren't stars, these are tiny bits of space debris burning up as they enter our atmosphere. And let me tell you, it's a sight to behold. The Orionids are actually pieces of Halley's Comet, which is pretty wild when you think about it. You're basically watching pieces of a famous comet light up the night sky. But here's the kicker. The moon will be about half full that night, so it might be outshining some of the meteors, but don't sweat it. The moon will set before the real show starts, so if you're planning to catch this event, aim for the darkest hours, like right before dawn. And hey, if you're into astrophotography, this is your chance to capture some epic long exposure shots. Just make sure you're far away from the city lights and your camera is set to wide aperture with high ISO. Okay, so you thought that we were done. Think again. The universe is pulling all the stops this October. And next on our cosmic playlist is a partial lunar eclipse happening on October 28th to the 29th, depending on where you're at. Now, a lunar eclipse is basically the universe's way of playing peekaboo with the moon and the earth. So the earth gets behind the sun and it casts a shadow onto the moon and it gives it this red eerie hue. It's like the moon's gone all Halloween on us. But this isn't a total eclipse, it's a partial. So only part of the moon will dip into the Earth's shadow, making it look like something took a bite out of it. It's still a fantastic sight, and it's visible from a bunch of places including Europe, Asia, and North America. And get this, the eclipse is happening on the same day as the full moon. So if you're into moon photography, this is your golden ticket. You can capture the moon in all of its glory and then watch it transform during the eclipse. Just a heads up, you'll want to check the exact timing of your location. The eclipse will last anywhere from 1800 to 22.5 UTC time, with a maximum happening at around 2015 UTC. Alright folks, that wraps up for our celestial tour guide for October. We've got a lot to look forward to, from new moons to meteor showers, and even a partial lunar eclipse. It's going to be a busy month for you all sky watchers and astrophotographers out there. If you found this guide helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss out on any future updates. I've been away for a while, but I'm back and I'm excited to continue this cosmic journey with you. Your support means a lot, so keep those likes, shares, and comments coming. Anyways, hey, I had a great time. Hope you did too. My name is Scott, and you've been watching Cosmic Sandcastles.